Hey everyone, today is November 4th, 2024, day before elections here in the United States, and I just wanted to stop in and share a couple thoughts with you on the eve of the election for president in this country. We've heard this ad nauseum that this is the most important election of our life, and absolutely that is the truth. It is the most important election of my life, for sure, and for everybody in this country. It is truly the most important election of your life as well. Whether you believe that or not, it is true. And why do I say it's true? Well, because there's facts that back that up. If we look through the history of our country and we look at the elections that have happened in this country, every election is important to put in officials and elected people that we feel are the proper people to run the nation, to oversee the government and the operations of this country. But in reality, our country was founded with the idea that we, the people, would tell those in government what to do. And that is not the case today. But if we're going to get back to a constitutional republic that this country actually is, then we need to know truth about what has happened in our history before. Now, if we're going to look at truth and we're going to uncover truth and find truth and reveal truth, then we need to know what truth is. Truth in reality is nothing more than a huge rock, boulder that cannot be moved, that will not move, that will not change and does not decrease. That rock is always, the rock of truth is always there. It's always solid. It's always sure. It's always consistent, never changes, and it is always backed by facts. Now, what people in the media and in communications now in this day and age call facts are not facts, because facts are supposed to back up truth. Truth does not change. Truth, as that picture of the rock that I shared with you about truth, truth may be marred, truth may be covered, truth may be hidden for a while, but truth will always come to the top of the pile no matter how long it takes. Some truths can be uncovered quickly, some truths take time to uncover, and some truths take work to uncover and discover. And the interesting thing about truth is the fact that it doesn't care how we think. It doesn't care how we feel. Truth never changes. Jesus Christ himself said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Jesus Christ doesn't change. He is the Son of God. He died for our sins. He rose from the dead. There is evidence to prove that over history. When you look at the archaeological evidence, when you look at historical facts and writings of the time, you find out that there were multiple witnesses at the time of his resurrection that he truly did rise from the dead. And those facts support the truth that Jesus Christ resurrected from the grave. We think about today in this world that we live in, that we have gravity. We've always had gravity since the day that God created the earth. And gravity is a fact. Gravity is truth. If you were to go up onto the roof of your house or your garage or the roof of your car and you were to jump off, you would hit the ground every single time. Every time you would hit the ground. Why? Because there's a truth there. The truth is that gravity always pulls you towards the center of the earth. Gravity does not change. That is an established fact that is truth, and it doesn't shift no matter what we feel. No matter how many times we jump off that roof, we're going to hit the ground every single time, because it is 100% true. The facts back that up, and therefore gravity is truth. Truth doesn't care what our feelings are, doesn't care what the end result is. Truth says that gravity is going to pull us down to the center of the earth. And that is the case with everything that is true. Anything that is true does not change, doesn't care about our facts, doesn't care about the politics of the day, doesn't care about the culture, doesn't care about the fad, doesn't care about the things that we care about in our societies. Doesn't matter where you go, truth always comes to the top. It may take 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years for it to come up to the top of the pile, but it always comes up to the top of the pile. And my endeavor in these videos going forward is to share truth with you each time that we meet, and to help you to establish what truth is, what the reality is in this earth. Now, there are a bunch of people that will say that some of the things I'm going to share are conspiracy theories. That's okay. That's their right to say that. That's their opinion. I have my right to share my opinion. I have my right to share what I have found as far as the facts. And you just have to, like in a court of law, you take the evidence that's before you, the facts, and then you make a decision based on the facts that have been presented to you. Now, lawyers in a courtroom will present one side or the other, and the judge is supposed to take the quote-unquote evidence that is presented, and if the judge is a impartial, non-biased, true to the law judge, the judge will make the determination based on the laws of the land, not based on emotion or feeling or standing or party or preconceived ideas. The law is the law. The law is not supposed to change, and the law is our measuring stick for, have we followed it, have we not followed the rules of the country, and have we lived by the truth of the laws in the land. Now, laws can be broken, and if you break a law, you will pay a penalty. Now, if the system of judiciaries in the country is broken and flawed and truth doesn't flow, then the system that is the court system, that is the judicial system, will be flawed. And because of that, there will be inconsistencies when you match up decisions that judges make in the court, or the quote-unquote evidence that lawyers bring into the court to present before a judge or a jury. Those evidences, if the judge knows the law and is impartial, will take that and will tell the lawyers, give me more facts, give me more evidence. There'll be witnesses brought forth to back up one party or the other. And it's the judge's responsibility to make a determination based on the quote-unquote evidence that's presented, which lawyer has the stronger case, the plaintiff or the defendant. And in that, the judges are supposed to, make the ruling. Now, if we as a judge daily in our life are to take truth or to take evidence that is presented to us, we as an attorney, as a lawyer, are to take that evidence that presented to us and to take the evidence and to disseminate it and to find out if the evidence is true. When attorneys get evidence from the opposing attorney in a case, they're supposed to take the evidence the evidence that is presented, and they're supposed to go and do their due diligence and find out if what's been presented to them is true, factual, real, or if it's a lie and has been fabricated and it doesn't match up with truth and with reality. So in closing for today, I just want you guys to start thinking about truth. And truth has behind it evidence and reality and proof. If you can't prove something, if there's no evidence, if reality doesn't line up with it, and I'm not talking about a AI generated something or a computer generated or something that is digital in nature, but if you have something that is true, hard, factual evidence, and you can validate that evidence, then you've got truth. If you can't, then it's not truth, it is a lie. So my encouragement to you today is to take the things in your life, start thinking about them against the backdrop of truth, and ask yourself, do the things that I believe line up with truth? and what is the reality of the situation, of the truth, of the things that I believe. What has been instilled in me that has caused me to believe a certain way, and in believing that certain way, I live a certain way. Now, it's going to be difficult, but I've been working on it for the last 12 years in finding truth and undoing the things that have been instilled in me over the years of my life as a child and as an adult by the system that we live in and by the members in the system that we live in our society. And I've been trying to uncover truth so that in truth, I can change the way that I think, the way that I act, and the way that I live. Because if you don't change, then nothing changes. So I'll leave you with that today. My encouragement to you is look up the definition of truth, start thinking about truth. For those of you who have a relationship with God, ask Him to reveal to you truth in all of its glory. Ask Him to reveal to you truth. And when you ask Him honestly, God will answer you. I know that for a fact because when I started this journey on truth 12 years ago, I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of dark areas and a lot of things that I didn't know. And I started asking God, I says, well, help me to see this. Help me to, as I do my investigation, reveal to me, help me to understand and give me the insight and the discernment and the wisdom to know what the truth is in these matters and to uncover the lies as well. And I've been doing that for the last 12 years. I encourage you to start your truth journey today and watch what happens when you start that journey and when you start that journey and you start overturning the things in your life and changing the way that you think because you're finding truth, and that truth is coming against the paradigm and the thought and the mindset that you've been instilled with all your life. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to wreck your world for a while. But as you start to change based on the truth that you find about what you've been taught, then things in your life are going to change and doors are going to open for you that you never imagined that you would ever find. So I'll catch you on the next video. You guys have a great day and uncover truth. Take care.